We are live. We are back. Look, tonight is complete and total improvisation because we had this master plan, and I'm sitting here with Sara Lucero, and we're going to have a conversation tonight about how we completely blew up an entire plan over Mother Nature this evening. We were going to be at Salo. You can't already start laughing back there. We were supposed to be at Frallo's Pizza tonight. I was going to buy pizza for the masses, the best pizza you ever had, Frallo's Pizza, I promise you. But it turns out that as most things happen in the way, Murphy's Law, it rained and it started getting a little wet out there, started getting a little windy. And Salo, our fearless leader, our fearless production leader, did not want to go outside with his equipment. I don't understand why. He only paid tens of thousands of dollars for the technologically advanced equipment. And if it rained on it, apparently it wouldn't work. So we pulled the plug on it. And of course, we wanted to be safe to make sure people weren't hauling out to is it Leon Springs? Is that where it's at?
Springs, yes.
Leon Springs. Make sure people weren't hauling out there in the rain and dangerous weather. So we pulled the plug on it, and we are here tonight. So before I jump into my routine, of course, let's make sure we introduce Sara Lucero, who is sitting here with me right next to me. Sara, welcome to the Brockcast. We're doing two shows in one tonight. We're doing the Brockcast and
the Spotlight with Sara. It's a combo show tonight, so we are so excited to be kind of joining forces. Greg has a great following in San Antonio. I love watching his show, and I put on a few shows here and there. And tonight was going to be a double whammy over at Frallo's at Leon Springs, and it was going to be a great night to kind of talk politics, talk issues in San Antonio. And the whole idea behind it was to get people talking about what's important in our community, what we want to see happen, how we want our tax dollars spent. So the weather got in the way of that tonight, but we're going to reschedule it. It's just postponed. We'll reschedule it for another night. I've already talked to, we were going to interview Trish DeBerry, who is running for County Commissioner Precinct 3. So we are rescheduling our interview, meet and greet with her. We were taking questions from the audience live as well as online questions. And as Greg said, we were giving away some pizza. So that's going to come up another day.
And the sad part is for the broadcast tonight, we are about to get outclassed by a legitimate journalist.
I don't know
We've
about
been
that.
doing,
Yeah, thank
we've
you.
been doing this show for what, Salo, 8 months? Literally making it up as we go along. We took a few notes. We always do. We have a few notes, but it's pretty much me making stuff up with Salo yelling something at me ridiculous. Charlie doing his thing in silence. Charlie does not speak. He is simply a tech genius. And our friend over there, Tyler Hall, he's just sitting over there chilling out, guiding us through the comments. But, Sarah's gonna, she's gonna be the pro tonight, and I'm gonna try to keep up and go along, but we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna have fun. But we will be back out at Frallo's again, and we will advertise it and put it out there. And this will give us a little bit more time, and everybody will be a lot more safer, we'll have a lot more fun, and hopefully we'll catch Trish and Sarah, we'll be able to watch them, and then we'll come back over the top and throw the party, buy the pizza, and have a great evening. So before we get started, a couple of housekeeping things to always remember to be thankful for the people who help us put the show on. We'll start with who we got up first. We got AAA Garcia Bail Bonds. We always like to talk about our friend Louis Garcia and the family-owned business that is AAA Garcia Bail Bonds. If for some reason you find yourself in a sad, little lonely opportunity that you need to call a bail bondsman, the best guy to call is Louis Garcia. Don't freak out when he shows up with the 12-inch beard, looking like he himself needs to be, maybe bonded out of jail. He is actually the bail bondsman himself. And we love him. He's tremendous. His family's fantastic. He's a good man, family-owned business. He will take care of you. And I think he offers discount codes. Obviously, I don't know how you discount code a bail bond situation. It's not like there's a Dollar General for bail bonds. But if you run into problems, give him a holler. Tell him Brockhouse sent you. And perhaps, you may get an Uber ride home or even a discount on your whatever your situation. Man, put the camera back on me so I can do the air quotes. The situation you got yourself into. So we love you, Louis. We do. We love you, man. Consejo Louis Garcia, AAA Garcia Bail Bonds. Love you, brother. Thank you for the help. And of course, our friends at Speedy Salt, Tyler Hall. Tyler helps us on the show, and then he turns around and helps you by always remembering and knowing exactly when you need salt. The guy is a salt genius. I don't know how he does it. He just makes this up. He knows when you need salt before you know you need salt and before your hair starts getting really sticky and the soap's everywhere. Tyler's already at your door freaking you out with the 30-pound bag of salt and, of course, charging you in the process. But he loves you. Tyler, we love you, and thank you very much. And then we've got, the sponsor for the Frallo's show was
CKC Homes. So we want to thank CKC Custom Homes for sponsoring our show tonight. That was supposed to be at Frallo's, but it is here. So, thank you for being part of the show. They build a beautiful home, a Mediterranean style, a little classic style, but it's a beautiful custom home that they designed with you in mind, and it's a dream home. So they do build a lot of homes on the north side of San Antonio, as well as out in the hill country. They actually have some ranches where they're building very large ranch mansions almost for people. So see, all the details they put into their houses are just gorgeous. You can just, could you live there?
I wonder.
Could you live there?
No, I have to live off Marbach unless they can put one of those by John Jay High School.
She
right
will.
On Marbach.
She will for the right price.
I don't think I'll do it. But now that my wife is seeing this CK, I wonder if they'll let me film a podcast out of that thing. So
she would.
Let us go do a podcast out of a CKC.
Yes.
I'll do it in that bathtub right there. Did you see that tub? I'll do it in the bathtub. Tyra will feed me grapes and we'll talk politics. But that house is absolutely amazing.
It's stunning, isn't it? Look
beautiful.
at that.
My wife is watching that, feeling really, really bad about it.
And if you know what, maybe if you don't want the whole house, like elements in the house, just take elements of the house and put them into your house. Did you see that countertop, the lit up countertop? It's like you only see that in like fancy restaurants, but you can have that in your house.
Yeah, pretty much. That's not off Marbach Road. But I'm going to change that. But we're going to do something about that. CKC Custom Homes, we love you. That is an absolutely fantastic, beautiful home. And I do want to say a couple of things before I get into some of our fun stuff we do up front. Number one is we had to cancel last week because our fearless leader, Salo Rodriguez, was under the weather. And I will tell you this, I don't normally get too personal on the show. Salo is expecting his first child, and he doesn't know what this baby's gonna be, boy or girl, he has no idea. Man, this is super cool, exciting. We are going to podcast. We haven't told his wife yet. We're podcasting the birth. We're birth casting. We're doing a Brock birth at the hospital, or at the home. He's doing a home birth. No, I'm kidding, Edith, I'm kidding. We're not gonna film the birth.
Pay-per-view?
We're gonna pay-per-view it. We'll get $4.99 a show right there. But check this out. The man is having a baby. He does these podcasts. He's working and helping the folks at Align Mortgage. He's helping all these companies and people and friends. He's podcasting, and he got himself sick because he was working too hard, and we took a week off. So mental note to anybody who knows this man, who's friends with him, who watches the podcast or sees what he does, tell him to slow it down, take care of himself, because we are absolutely nothing at the show without Salo. He's a good friend, he's a good man, he's a God-fearing husband, and he does it right all the time. And for us to miss a week was, look, I could come and go, many people could come and go, but Salo's a friend to folks across this city. And I'm forcing him to take a little bit of a break, and of course the baby will force him to take the ultimate break. But we're thankful he's healthy and happy. Salo, we love you. Take care of yourself. Get on the treadmill. I booked an Orange Theory pass for me and you. We're going to start working out together, all right? We're going to start to lose some weight. Keto and Orange Theory. We're going to knock it home. We love you. Thank you, and that's why we missed last week. Let's get into a couple of interesting things. Early vote is on right now, so I think we have a little graphic for early vote. It is ongoing right now. We're going to break into more of that a little bit later, but don't forget right now, Super Tuesday is coming up here on March 3rd, but early voting across the state of Texas is happening right now. It's a huge, huge opportunity for our country to change directions or keep going down the path we are right now. We'll break it down, some of these elections a little bit later. Have a candidate walked in. He's going to pop on the show here in a little while. But we will, remember, tonight we're going to talk about politics. Early voting, Democratic, Republican primaries going on right now. Stick to it. Let's pay attention, make sure it happens. Put up that LSU graphic. I got to brag about this for a second. I decided to go back to school. Have you seen that movie, Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School?
I have, but I don't remember it. I don't remember anything about it, but I do remember that there was a movie with that title.
Yeah. So Rodney Dangerfield goes back to school at like 55. And he has a 20-something-year-old son that goes there, and they proceed to party for the entire school year.
Yeah.
Well, I decided to go back to school, so I got accepted back to LSU. Now, I wanted to make sure that all the followers know that I'm not leaving San Antonio to do it. You can do school entirely.
Is this online?
Online.
Oh, wow, nice.
So I'm sorry, Ron Nuremberg. I'm still here. City council members who got a small problem with me, it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to make sure you do your job.
So what are you majoring in?
I'm going to major in leadership and human resources. It's my master's program.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Very nice.
So they didn't have political science because I probably could have, I probably could have aced that one.
Yeah.
But, or podcasting. But no, it's leadership and human resource. I love LSU, so tonight I'm repping out.
You're wearing the purple colors.
Out. Here it is.
Let me see, what does it say?
LSU.
Oh, nice.
Undefeated season.
That's very nice.
Yes, national champs wore it for the show. Not going anywhere, Ron. I'm thinking I might see you again in May of 21. We're going to find out. So I'm still not leaving yet, but I haven't made up my mind, but we'll see. I love you, though. We'll see you soon. My wife's probably right now texting me. Okay, cut that out. And then let's start with this video, and then we're going to get into talking with Sara here and want to spend some time. Did you see Trump at NASCAR yesterday, the day before? Did you see this guy? Play that Trump video. Play it. Can you spin it?
The Daytona 500 is a legendary display of roaring engines, soaring spirits of the American skill, speed, and power, family, and country.
You don't.
The cars will take to the track for the start, tires will screech, rubber will burn, fans will scream, and the great American race will begin. For 500 heart-pounding miles, these fierce competitors will chase the checkered flag. To all of the drivers, technicians, and pit crews here today, good luck, and may the best team win. Gentlemen, start your engines.
The 62nd Daytona 500 is underway.
Yes, he did. And of course, that's an actual White House video. I don't know what's up with that.
No.
But I will leave it with this. That is why I think people are in trouble. A lot of embarrassment to the country and then or his plan. But the Donald was in and the spotlight. So Sara's joining us. We planned to be out of Frollo's, like we said, and then it completely caved and crumbled. So what was your original plan? Let's let you talk to the
Well, you know, we were getting questions, collecting questions online, and we were going to have a live audience. We were inviting and also asking to, submit questions that we would be asking of Trish DeBerry. She's how do you want these tax dollars spent? And what is the platform that she is running on? She's stand teenager to one of the candidates that are running for Precinct 3, which
Trish spent some time with us as well, and you're right, she's one of I think eight candidates.
She was a reporter for Ken's TV a little bit before I got a group of people, and then kind of like spun off on her own.
About people, we talked about this to get to hear somebody actually
learn about what's going on and kind of go.
Right, okay, about just the difference over, what was it like for you breaking into, because you're a common face, but people know.
When I was still in college, so I started when I was 21, and I actually position, and actually it was a sports position. So I had a show. I tried out for this this position. It was temporary sportscaster for Univision here in town. So I had a show called Arriba Spurs. It was a weekly show in Spanish, Spurs highlights and behind the scenes and features about the team. And then I was the 5 o'clock. I was a 5 o'clock reporter and 10 o'clock news anchor. And one thing led to another. And so then I got an opportunity to go work in Chicago for the CBS O&O up there TV station onto national jobs.
What look, journalism itself right now is taking a hit across the country. It doesn't matter whether you're broadcast, your news, your print. There's the fake news garbage. There's the podcast era of news or a journalist. So it has changed drastically, right, from when you had started into what it is today. What are one or two of the challenges you see that you wish you could change or go back to the way it was maybe even 5, 10, 15 years ago in the game? Because it's really, being a journalist isn't what it, from a credibility perspective, is really challenged. So what do you think from and maybe focus it on politics, sure, but what do you think some of the big differences you'd like to see
Well,
change?
it's hard because I think, whether you like President Trump or you don't, he really did a lot to damage the credibility of journalists by bringing up the fake news and all of that, which, if that's the case, well, that's happening. And we as journalists need to be more careful. Needed to have been more responsible in how we brought the news. I think a lot of what I see today is a little bit, it's just too slanted. You're either, I can see and I can hear the bias when some journalists.
Yeah, we'll stop it. We'll be right back. We'll do for part 2.
You got to stop right now? Okay, we're going to stop real quick. Salo has got a tech issue. Hold on. We're going to stop right now. We'll be right back.